Hi, Scorpio. How's my favorite water sign doing? I hope you guys are doing awesome towards the end of September here. Let's do your reading for the week of the 20th through the 26th of September. It's good for the sun, rising moon, or Venus sign of Scorpio. Keep in mind, however, this is a general reading. It may not resonate with all of you. If it doesn't resonate, check your rising moon or Venus sign. You could find messages there that resonate more instead this week, or just try back next week. If you like my readings, but general readings confuse you, book a private reading with me. The link to my website to schedule is in the description below. I've been reading for a lot of Scorpios lately. I love you guys. I love Cancer and Pisces, but there's something about that Martian energy of a Scorpio. So I'm excited to read for you guys. I have a bunch of oracle cards dropped out. Scorpio, I think that you are entering into a time of renewal. Do not resist the change. You guys might be struggling a little bit because I think you're breaking some cycles that might be difficult for you. Seek counsel and wise counsel moving forward if necessary. If some of you need to talk to someone like a mentor or a guide or a counselor of some kind, or you have wise friends around you that you trust, that you really care about, they might be coming in this week to try to help you see some things clearly. I definitely see transformation. The trick will be allowing yourself to let go of the past and allow the renewal in. I wanted to see what overall energy just you were in on a deep soul level. What came out of my Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck for you to represent you as crocodile in reverse, but unicorn and phoenix. Beautiful. So this is your energy for me is Phoenix. Some of you might be dealing with a Libra, possibly, not necessarily though. Crocodile speaks to emotional intelligence. He came in the reverse. Crocodile sits and holds still. He's a very sensitive animal, and he has that all-seeing eye that will hold still and evaluate his surroundings, and it has very he's very intelligent from an emotional perspective. Most water signs are very emotionally intelligent, but you might have had a blind spot with a person or a situation in your life, and your guides are just reminding you, listen to your emotions, listen to your body, listen to your feelings. Don't ignore them. It will be a time of developing emotional intelligence this week. And believe in yourself. The unicorn is this magical creature. And when the unicorn comes out, it's kind of a situation where we almost don't believe it's real, but everybody wants to believe in them. You are the unicorn in this situation. Believe in yourself, believe in miracles. If you focus on developing really strong emotional intelligence and not ignoring the way you're feeling about yourself or another person or a situation, out of the ashes, the phoenix will rise. You are meant to be rising up out of the ashes, believing in yourself, believing in miracles. What came out of the Halloween Spirit Oracle deck for you guys was Hearth, happiness in your hearts and homes. Skull of Darkness, blind spots. This came in reverse. This came out for Cancer as well. An owl, wise seeing, wise action. This week, you are meant to be focused on your home life, your family, your children, burning those home fires bright, eating family dinners together. This is usually a piece of advice, is that home is where your heart is, and your heart should be focused on family and home life right now, making sure that's all in order. That should be the focus this week for you, according to your guides. When blind spots comes out, it's where we're missing something. We're not getting all the facts. It's usually something deep within us or around us that we're kind of uncomfortable seeing. It also suggests asking for guidance and struggling to do so. Ask for guidance did come out for you guys in the Illumination Oracle deck, and it came out with children. So when I see hearth and home, blind spots, ask for guidance, children, this is a pretty clear message that some of you need to check in very closely with some of your kids or family members, even your own inner child. You may need to seek help. Some of you are resisting this. Well, a lot of people resist doing that. It's difficult for us to do that sometimes. So don't be afraid to ask for help, in particular with kids. And also with OWL, you need to see things from an overview effect. Don't take any action this week in certain situations until you have all the facts. Be clear about what you're seeing as well. There's a lot of powerful energy brewing within you with the witch here. but she's the earthly weaver of worlds, and she's a very powerful person. Sometimes people get jealous of her when her power starts to grow and glow and shine, and other people around you might not like that, seeing you be powerful, having good boundaries. You showed up as the magician, so it's time to be really smart about the action you take and see things clearly for what they really are. The owl also suggests you may have a wise friend or person around you that's trying to give you advice. You may resist this. You might not want to hear it. You may need to hear it because your emotional judgment might be kind of clouded on something. But you're meant to be moving away from things that bring you down in that way and moving towards a transformative kind of energy for sure. I think you guys might be breaking a cycle of some kind in a situation that was going round and round, or you see it one way, but another person sees it another way. I have lilies, which is also the card of death for me. So I have a lot of your energy coming out here. But infinity is about a relationship or a situation that goes nowhere. This is actually not a good card. And I actually hate the number 8. I'm born on October 8th. I hate the number 8 because it goes around and around and around forever with no beginning, no end. And this is one of the only oracle cards I've ever bought that agrees with me about this number. You may be putting an end, like this is the lilies, it's like death, and mourning the loss of something that was going around and around forever. But there's a different way I can interpret these based on the literal meanings of these cards from this deck. The lilies is a lifelong partner and a soulmate kind of energy, which is contrasting and very different from the infinity. So some of you might think that a situation or a person or a relationship is perfect for you. There's no easy way to put it. You're not using your emotional intelligence in the situation. It's really going nowhere. As a matter of fact, this person might be breaking the cycle with you, but I'm hoping that you're ending something that was just going in circles, focused more on family, trying to get some guidance and have a renewal, because you do want to go through an emotional transformation and you do want to feel unique and special and important and believe in the miracle of yourself. Yeah, I like that. I have this other deck that I wanted to use. This could apply to career in general, or just like health and wealth. Renewal and isolation in reverse. I think you guys will feel an upswing in energy. This is like the Empress energy, Libra Taurus energy, feeling very grounded, feeling a lot of peace, feeling a sense of renewal from within. I think you guys are trying to come out of a period of isolation. I think it's what this is more about for you overall. I think you're refocusing on family, having a renewal from within, spiritual, familial, even career wise, coming out of isolation, getting out of situations that were just going in circles for you, and trying to have this rebirth, a resurgence, like I'm coming back harder and stronger. But with relationships, I have renewal again. Renewal, reliving the past, karma, holding on. I think that this is happening in more than just one place in your life. Here's renewal again. You have 3 cards of renewal here with the Phoenix and renewal twice. And it almost seems like you can't believe it. Like, is this really happening? You're feeling the miracle with this unicorn magic within yourself. But I think the hiccup is you're very haunted by the past and maybe lessons that you've learned, and you might be holding on to those. Karma isn't like you're being punished. This is just what happened based on the choices you made or didn't make, or the action you took or you didn't take. It's kind of like the squeeze of Saturn. And just try to let go of the past. Don't hang on. Humans resist change. We say we want renewal, we say we want change, but a part of our brain rejects it because it's unfamiliar. With the renewal, you will move into uncharted territory. Just take it one day and one step at a time. Release the past. Don't hang on to it, or you will repeat the cycle again. If you need to learn a lesson again, you do, but we want to be moving towards new energy. And again, these 2 cards flipped out together at the very end. You might need to ask for guidance in regards to some of your children. Yeah. So what's come out of the tarot for you? The Magician, Virgo energy, Aries energy here, even a little bit of Gemini sometimes. I think that you know that you and you alone are the single catalyst for change in your life this week. You will feel resourceful. You will feel powerful. The magician is the first entity that the fool meets on his journey through the major arcana. So you're in a place where you know you need to be calculated. You know you need to have a plan. You know you're going to need to work alone, and you definitely need to be kind of fearless. But a challenge for you is this Ace of Wands in reverse. I think you want to manifest something new into your life, but there have been delays and distractions. You know you have all the tools you need to succeed. There might just be a delay because you don't have as, it might be a matter of timing for you. It might be something is distracting you, perhaps holding on to the past. Let go of the karma lessons. Ask for guidance. You may be, having a hard time with a blind spot, or you've just seen something that was in your blind spot. It might be aiding and abetting in the renewal, but it might be making you struggle a little bit as well. So it's just a matter of removing the distractions and whether or not there's actually growth potential at this time. Okay, what's driving Scorpio this week? What's driving Scorpio this week? Page of Cups in reverse. This is kind of no news or bad news here. You might be having a hard time trusting your intuition in a situation. Don't cling to youth. Don't be childish. This is where we feel very vulnerable in a situation and we feel a little creatively blocked up. You might also be dealing with a person who has kind of like a broken dream. The Page of Cups in reverse can represent needing to heal your inner child. Watch out for anyone around you being childish, vengeful, clinging to immaturity and youth. You definitely want to move away from that energy. If there's someone you owe an apology, you're not doing that. Just stick to no news as opposed to bad news. You might have a hard time just emotionally opening up this week. You might be dealing with a person that you feel is more powerful than you. I doubt it. Not my Scorpios. Don't doubt your emotional intuition. You're very intuitive. All water signs are, even those ruled by Mars. What happened in the past? You only want me to put one card there. I think you're doubting your intuition. This could also be a child or a young person that is beneath you. Eight of Pentacles, in the past, you put a lot of work into something. What happened after that? Oh, it might have been something that was not your perfect match with the Lovers in reverse. Either that or you were dealing with a Gemini. You might have put a lot of work into something and then realized moving into it, you know what? I moved way too fast. It wasn't what I thought it was. I didn't totally line up with this person or this job or this situation. You hung in there, though, with the Nine of Wands. You became very guarded, or another person became guarded with you, despite the fact that one of you might have put a lot of work into it. This might also be your job or what you're doing, like the daily grind. Like, I'm not feeling this. I'm not loving this, but I need to hang in there because I need to start a new cycle. You're starting to doubt your intuition a little bit, though. What is your advice, Spirit? What is your advice? Three of Swords. You might be moving into a situation that's only going to break your heart. Also, COVID might be getting in the way as well because this is communicable disease. You might have to wait for like phase 3 to lift for something like that. But your guides are saying to you, address any heartbreak or emotional pain you're feeling. You might be feeling some sorrow and grief with the Page of Cups in reverse and the Three of Swords, and you definitely need to address it. Make sure you're not trying to manifest something that's only going to bring you pain. They're also saying you've been in some situations that you really need to make a decision about. This is indecision to the point of confusion, information overload. Some things that they're saying to you, something that you've been working on and hanging on for. You think you've got a strong plan. The truth is, the truth needs to be found in this situation. And that might be difficult for someone to do. What's coming in for Scorpio? Ten of Wands in reverse, releasing heavy burdens. You might also feel like you're doing something all on your own. Four of Pentacles, and you're holding on really, really tight. Feeling the need to take a conservative approach. Make sure you let go of the past because I think you're overwhelmed and burdened. Some of you might even be experiencing an illness. It's a weird reading. How does Scorpio see themselves right now? How does Scorpio see themselves? How will they see themselves? Queen of Swords. I often associate the Queen of Swords with Scorpio, even though you guys come out as the Queen of Cups, because you're my tough people. So you see yourself as the Queen of Swords. You might be hooking up with an air sign. The Queen of Swords is often a solution, but look at her. She's like, I'm not kidding around. Do you see my sword? And she wants the truth. So you see yourself as being very smart, very independent, very unbiased in your judgment, directly communicating, having clear boundaries. You might be dealing with another person that's holding back from you and being a little immature or making you doubt your own intuition. And you're like, no, I'm smart. I'm not flaking out on anybody. This might also be a person that's kind of passive aggressive when they communicate emotions. Okay. Show me their environment. Show me a person around them that they're thinking about right now. This person's the Six of Swords in reverse. Well, this person is trying to go through some kind of rite of passage and leave their past behind. They seem to be going through somewhat of a personal transition, but it's kind of out of the frying pan into the fire with the Six of Swords in reverse. Like someone circles the harbor and they're having a hard time moving on. They may keep coming back to you and you're like, I'm holding back from you. This is a lot for me. I don't see a lot of growth potential here. This person might feel as though they have some unfinished business with you, or they're having a hard time transitioning and moving on to calmer waters in their life. Four of Wands, they feel stability with you, but it's just like a relaxed homecoming. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This person has no long-term plan, though. They're not planning for the future with you. I think this is a person circling the harbor with you. Like, yeah, let's just get together in the backyard and relax and chill. And every time you think they're going to go away, they come back. And now you're to the point where you're like, I'm really not able to open up emotionally here to you at this point. I kind of need some answers first. This person does not have a long-term plan in place with you. It's very much short-term. And that might be the delay in growth potential. You're like, I'm ready. This is hurting me, but this is spirit saying this is going to get into a stalemate and you're going to get hurt, which is why it's becoming overwhelming and your heart chakra is closing off with the Four of Pentacles here. Okay, how are they feeling? How's Scorpio going to feel? Five of Pentacles, this is going to make you feel left out in the cold. Some of you may start to have some financial issues. This is just a lacking mindset, though. You do have resources around you. You just might not like the ones that you have. I don't know that you're getting entirely what you need, but I think you're going to try to come up with a solution this week and stay in your head. Okay, what's the final outcome if they stay on present course? What's the final outcome for Scorpio? Seven of Cups in reverse. Well, if you were living in an illusion about anything, you will quickly be pulled out of it. The Seven of Cups in reverse is actually a card I really like. I mean, the Seven of Cups is opportunities and choices, but it's where we're a little overwhelmed and we do a lot of wishful thinking and we even live in an illusion. In the reverse, it's a huge reality check. And you're like, I can't be distracted by wishful thinking anymore. I need to come up with practical solutions to my life. So I'm going to focus on my personal values. I'm not going to live in a fantasy land, and I'm going to narrow my choices down, which I like. Here's the Queen of Cups, though, and the Wheel of Fortune. So that's really beautiful. There will be expansion. There will be things that change. But this Queen of Cups has a lot of emotional intelligence. She is very loving, but sometimes she's loving to a fault. Moving forward, though, okay, I see what's happening here. You're meant to be getting over something that you're having a hard time walking away from, or someone else is having a hard time walking away from you. And you might be like, if I just hang in there and go with the ups and downs and love and love and love and love and love, it will become imbalanced. Someone might also have a drinking problem, by the way, with Temperance in reverse and the Eight of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Cups in reverse speaks to an emotional immaturity, or a person that we want to walk away from something, but we have a hard time doing so because we don't know what we're walking into when we walk away. Don't avoid the inevitable. Even if it hurts, you will rise up from this and be the phoenix. But I think you might be waiting for an expansion on something in a situation that needs calm and peace and balance, and to walk away from the past with the Eight of Cups, but that's not happening. So it's absolutely best to just focus on family right now. Be smart. Don't ignore people that are telling you the truth just because you don't want to hear it. Tough shit. You guys are smart, very smart. You're going to need to see something for what it really is. Definitely go for renewal from within and new things. You're the magician. You already know you have all the tools you need to succeed. There definitely needs to be an ending to a situation or a relationship that was going nowhere. It will continue to go nowhere. You can love them all you want. It will just get you hurt. Don't hang on to it. Don't cling to it like a lunatic, because it's wearing you down and you definitely need help. Like with the Ten of Wands here, that's where we do something all alone. Keep trying to come out of isolation. I'm feeling a surgence of two things at once happening for you. And because the Wheel of Fortune is here, there's a 50-50 chance something will go one way for the next 10 to 12 months, or a 50-50 chance that it will go another way. If you stay focused on having further developing the emotional intelligence, believing that you are this unicorn that can rise out of the ashes, and you don't ignore your blind spots, this person or this situation that's just going in circles, that feels nice and stable when you're together, but there's no long-term plan and no one's progressing and moving forward, I would move away from this situation, because it might even start to cost you financially. Address any broken dreams or vulnerabilities you have. You guys are strong. And if this is a person around you, they're beneath you and they're causing the delays in your development and growth. Stay out of the past and move towards the renewal with family and help from those that you love. Not everyone has family they can rely on, but if you have close friends, somewhere you can warm your hands and your hearts by the fire, that will help. It will make all the difference. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you guys this week. I hope this message resonates with you, and I do hope it helps you. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Scorpio. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.